She said she never fell in love with a Superman, Christian, Muslim, Protestant, Lutheran. I told her that being immortal is the portal to the true nature of growth to Christ like Buddha man. That's why I never spit the traditional garbage of a night fight, bright lights, white ice to the fans.
I got my man, the man of the hour. You know what I'm saying? Been doing your thing for a minute, you know, buzzing. But I want you to introduce yourself, you know, and let the people know who you are, the man and the artist.
My name is Jayelectronica. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. My offstage name is Jari, Understanding Allah, which is where the J comes from. I'm born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, uptown, and I'm just out here trying to do my part in the world.
Give us a understanding of what your mission is when it comes to the music, and as far as your musical approach. What exactly is your mission?
You know, at this point in my life, I think that my mission is that since I have a platform now, that if I'm as honest as I could be about my own struggles, my own demons, my own dreams, my own, you know, self-conflicts, and then will to strive and getting depressed. If I could share that with everybody, you know what I'm saying, then I think that people can connect with something that they can relate to in terms of the experience, the human experience. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, you know, we look at films and we listen to different music. It inspires different emotions and everything. And nowadays, a lot of things are void of reality in terms of, you know what I'm saying, like the reality of a single mother. You know what I'm saying? The struggles that she may experience or go through, or a 8-year-old child at school who's struggling with work, just regular normal everyday shit, you know what I'm saying, like ego shit that you deal with, ego and different character flaws, you know what I'm saying. Like I think that, you know, I used to feel like, oh, I'm on a mission for this and for this and for that, you know, but I just feel like at this point, the more honest I am with myself, you know, then maybe it'll inspire us as humans, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with each other, be better towards each other.
Have you ever been depressed so bad it was a struggle every day not to regret your past, feeling cursed like you never ever get your swag, and you was speeding down the highway when your threshold passed?
You know, well, when I first left home, I moved to Atlanta, and I didn't know one single person out there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a relative. I didn't know nobody. So, you know, the first people that I met was at the homeless shelter, and you know, I met a brother they used to call Dread. I met some brother Q. I met some different brothers at the homeless shelter. But the first thing that I learned on my own was how to build a natural, genuine bond with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like being in a place where where I'm not really trusting everybody, and so I was forced to be able to establish some type of a trusting relationship from the onset. You know what I'm saying?
How do you balance the old world of struggle and grinding with this new world that you're experiencing of success and stardom? Like, how do you stay humble at the end of the day?
You know, I still, like you're saying, like, I don't look at it as stardom or success. I do recognize that I'm being more successful now in a certain way, you know what I'm saying, that I hadn't been in before, but I still feel, you know what I'm saying, I'm still me. I still have those experiences with me, and I still feel them, you know what I'm saying. I still feel like I still feel like I'm fighting towards something. So, you know what I'm saying, like I don't necessarily feel that I've come out of that into a new thing. So I think that kind of keep me grounded too, you know. And then just regular things, you know what I'm saying? Like I still got my mother and my family and different people, you know what I'm saying, that are still in situations, you know what I'm saying, along with myself, you know what I'm saying, that keeps me grounded to know, okay, I'm out here. I can't be too ego driven.
Been depressed so bad, it was a struggle every day not to regret your past. Feeling cursed, have you ever get your swag and you was speeding down the highway when your threshold passed? When you cried all your tears out, but one page of your diary can tell you what your year about. That's a lonely place. My mama said, son, why such a lonely face? Cause the pressure's on me. Plus I feel like Bill Murray trapped the punks and Tawny. Dr. Phil told me that I could sell crack or hit the army. Look at where we live at. Tell me you don't hear that. Tell me you don't feel that. Show me to the way out. Tell me when Pastor Raphael gon' reveal that. If not, man, I'm out of here. I'm just a sleepwalking robot that's out of gear. I stick my nose out the water to the sky for air. Lama Sabatani, I'm trying to see the light, but the devil trying to blind me. The Grim Reaper walking with a shovel right behind me, trying to introduce me to the untimely, unkindly. I walk the line finally like Johnny Cash, but I keep getting visits from the ghost of the past. So I spark another L, then I go to the pad.
Well, you know, they proud. You know, my mom, my sister, my cousins, my first cousins, they like my sisters and brother because we all grew up in the same house. So, you know, but they all proud. But shit, they still treat me the same. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a goddamn. They still gonna treat me exactly how they was treating me when I was 10. You know, so that's a good thing. That's another thing that keep me grounded too. I can't imagine what it feels like for them. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's got to be a good feeling, and I know they're proud to see it. If there's any good in me, like if anybody can ever say that, you know, I met that guy, he's a good person, or he was an honorable, that's a nice young man, then I really got to put that on my grandmother, because my grandmother, she's the most generous person that I know. She gave completely her whole life. She worked 12 hours, 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, all the way till she was 75 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, and everything that she ever acquired, she gave it away. You know what I'm saying? Like she was known all over the neighborhood, all over the projects. But I learned giving from her. I learned giving and understanding somebody and not passing judgment on somebody because you don't know what kind of circumstance they come from that produced them to have the kind of actions that they have. So those are the things that I took from my grandmother. I mean, along with everything else, you know, how to cook and all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? But my grandmother, man, you know, she just held our family down. She still hold our family down, you know, as I turn to hold her down. But she probably the most influential person in my life.
Now, you have a close relationship with Erykah Badu. You both share a child together. When you got into the business and you first met her, what advice did she give you that you kind of kept with you and helped you to move forward as well?
You know, she kind of just always kind of made sure that she kept putting in my head, you know, to stay my own course. You know, sometimes you can veer off of your own path because you feel like maybe you can't do it this way or do it that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily something that I learned from her saying it, but just learned by looking at her, by watching her do what she do. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the greatest things that I learned from her.
As it's plain to see, we are the crush grooving, the body moving, the record breaking, and the record taking. Yeah, and it goes a little something like this. Yeah.
From Baton Rouge to Jerusalem, whack crews, we bruising them. Crooked mouth, flat-footed cops, man, we losing them. Let me see some ID, nigga, fuck a ID. You be getting head from crackheads in the lobby. Mr. Officer, please observe my skin tone. Please observe the prophecies of hurricane and brimstone. The flow so Tolstoy, Theodore Dostoy. Half oyster, half shrimp, fully dressed cold boy. Lyrically, I'm unfuckwittable, unforgettable. One tough miracle. Competition's none, I leave them dumbstruck. Critical, that's some luck, pitiful. Better luck next time. We young, black and restless, hung black and reckless. My name's on every guest list, bang on every set list. Went to London town, tore it down and threw my necklace. Even Twitter said that Jay-Elect be on that next shit. I should be your rest.
like that. Yo. Hey yo, ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed is the start of something big. The record making and the record taking. Yeah, we are the crush grooving, the body moving. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like that, feel good to you. Like that. So, oh Lord, hear me.
You know, I had a few instances where people might tell me, you know, that they might have had a loved one die or something like that, and it was a hard time for their family, and they might have, you know, a couple of songs they might have listened to over and over again that might have been like a relief for them, or some type of relief, or, you know what I'm saying? That's always a mind-blowing thing too, you know what I'm saying? Like, that a song of mine could be a relief for somebody in a tragic, in a very emotionally unstable state because of something that happened to them, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but almost everything that anybody tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody tell me that they, anything that's it's mind blowing that somebody just listening to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You write your thoughts down, you put it to music. It's mind blowing that people are just even listening to it and taking it in, like actually taking it in and digesting it and give it back to me when I see it. You know, so that's mind blowing, and I don't take it for granted.
Let's go, TJ. She never fell in love with a Superman, Christian, Muslim, Protestant, Lutheran. I told her that being the border was the portal to the true nature of growth to Christ like Buddha man. That's why I never spit the traditional garbage of a night fight, bright lights, white ice to the fans. The radio with the stereo like a house in a home, and the chairs to the chair, ask Luther van. Go to work, go to church, let your dreams die. Bow tie, final call, and the bean pie. Yarmulke for Hanukkah, wish list for Christmas. This is the gist of the life that we lead. Why? So you can fit in with the closed-minded and the sit-ins and get clotheslined in the it-ins. I could care less about a plaque or a bid-ins and get punked on TV by my friends. Don't get a nigga wrong, I get tempted by the rewards that all come along with making nigga songs. But what does it mean if I'm a Muslim and you a Jew? And because of that alone, we don't get along. And when you talk like this, you try to walk like this, the radio stations will never put a nigga on. Just Mims, just 50, just Wayne, just Jeezy, them franchise boys. Peace, Jimmy Jones. Fuck that, fuck rap, this God hot. Keep the music for the hard rocks. I'ma spin it till TRL get it in hot. 97 hit a nigga with a bomb drop. Ask Flex, ask Slay, ask Who Kid. Just Play said Jake is the new kid. I took Eternal Sunshine and I looped it. No drums, no hooks, just new shit.
What advice would you give to someone who recognizes their life's purpose but is at conflict with carrying it out because it doesn't satisfy them financially?
You know, that's a tough one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in positions where I had to do things that I didn't want to do because of financial situations, or not have to, that I chose to do, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't really want to go through the pain that was attached to not doing it, to pursue something, you know what I'm saying. But then you finally get to the point where you can't really allow the pain of a situation to hinder you from going forward, especially if you feel within your own self that there's something that you're supposed to be doing. Then you got to obey that thing, you know what I'm saying. You got to obey that thing and see it through, you know what I'm saying. So any advice that I could give to a person that's experienced something like that is take the advice of others around you, because they're giving you good advice because they love ones and they love you, know what I'm saying. It all comes out of love. But at the same time, if you on a journey, that's your journey, and if it's a road that's not traveled, then the people that's around you who haven't traveled that road, they can't really give you a sound blueprint or set of rules or set of advice that's going to really help you, you know what I'm saying. You could take what they give you and take it and internalize it and leave leave what don't fit. But you got to really just follow your own thoughts and mind and intuition, you know what I'm saying. You obligated to, and nobody else can help you with that. Nobody else knows your road. So that's the best advice I could give, you know. I just like to say, you know, that I appreciate, you know, the support, and I appreciate, you know, the patience that people have had with me up to this point, and I also appreciate, I don't take it for granted, the understanding, you know what I'm saying, that it takes to know, you know what I'm saying, that I'm just, you know what I'm saying, like, people, I think that we at a point now that people that really support me, they kind of understand my process. You know what I'm saying? And they, I know people are eager, but I'm gonna make sure that any offering that I give is gonna be quality. It's Electronica, representing New Orleans, Louisiana, Uptown, UPT for Life, Magnolia Projects, the Asiatic Black Man, representing human families of planet Earth. And this is OutTheBoxTV.com, .net, .org, .everything.
She said, Jay, I'm yours. I've been screaming for the past 3 days. I'm hoarse. She was screaming like she never seen waves before. So I gave her a boat and an oar and a starter, got her safely to the shore. She said she never believed in Moses and Noah unless I show her. So I showed her, gave it right to her like I owed her. That's when I changed from Shrek the Ogre into Master Yoda. She said, oh, I can't believe her. It's a miracle. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a spherical object, hard to dissect, right out the projects. He can move mountains without flexing the bicep. Speaking straight style left, I start dropping jewelry. Her eyes went googly, she went home and Googled me. My space friend requested and YouTubed me. 100,000 views of me, building me a castle on the backs of whack rappers out here spitting that foolery. She logged on to Gmail, clicked compose, and said I don't do this usually. Now I said hip-hop was dead, and what these niggas out here spitting is just eulogy. You represent the new to me, true. Cats is nice, but I ain't seen the gods since Homer spit that navy blue to me. Truly yours, don't let me down like linen. The Grace paid a sacrifice in their early beginnings. P.S. LL rocked the bells, now it's showtime. Your train's running on schedule, LOL, showtime. I hear your name ringing, I feel the game changing. Niggas know every time you spit, it's like Rocket with his flag spitting flames with his chain dangling. Barack Obama with his dame way out Maine wrangling. The game will swallow you if you ain't strong enough to make it follow you. I pack my bags and head home if I was you. That's it, that's all she said.